engagement, I would like to invite Dr. Mustafa Sasa, a prominent member of Organizing Committee of the IBPC Real Estate and Companies UAE.
Here to UAE, to Dubai and Northern Emirates. Respectable, most respectable Mr. Suresh ji, most respectable Mr. Siddharth, respectable and very dear friend Mr. Sahitya, very eminent panelist, fellow members of IBPC and the entire ecosystem of the construction and real estate. It's my utmost honor and privilege to welcome you all to this wonderful event. It was been deliberately kept on the Friday afternoon so that you are off with your official work and beginning of your weekend, so you can have this in this interval, take the benefit, learn more about the entire ecosystem, feel proud of it, to be part of it, and also prepare yourself for such promising projects, promising developments happening in this real estate sector in UAE. Of course, many people sitting in the audience are veterans of 40-50 year presence in Dubai, who must have thought such a wonderful and beautiful city way back in 50s and 60s. In 1958, when my father arrived in Dubai, there was no water supply, no electricity, no roads, no cars, and no airport what Dubai is famous for now. He landed in a small airport in Sharjah. And then on, from that era to this magnificent development, beautiful country. And when I say country, it's evenly, it has been developed. You see Abu Dhabi, beautiful city with magnificent infrastructure. Dubai surpasses everything. Sharjah is a cultural capital of UAE. And so as Ras Al Khaimah, Fujairah, Al Quwain, and Ajman having its own importance. So this sector of real estate and construction has played a very important role. I remember as a child, once in the speech of His Highness Sheikh Rashid, His Highness acknowledged that Indians are builders of Dubai. I'm sure Mr. Suresh, a veteran Indian over here will be aware of this and must have witnessed this. So, this has not happened by accident. This has happened because of the vision of the leader, vision of the leadership. If you go back 50, 60 years back, most of the cities of Arabia were almost on the same level. And Dubai and this region, Abu Dhabi and Sharjah, they emerged as a jewel in the crown because of the leadership. In fact, when my father came to Dubai in 58, he came from Bahrain. So Bahrain was much developed that time. And even India was much developed than this region. In India we had roads, cars, telephone, air condition, everything, airline. So I used to ask my father, what made you stay here for initial years without basic civil amenities? And he used to say that, we had a vision, this place will grow. Of course, as a child, I could not resonate what he's saying. But when I did my PhD in leadership, I wrote in my thesis, vision is seeing the invisible. People saw as a small village town, a small village, and His Highness saw as a beautiful city coming out of it. And the beauty of this vision was that it was not only His Highness vision, everybody dwelling in Dubai that time were aligned with that vision and became the part of this growth. So today's session, from the primitive limestone houses to the modern infrastructure And now today we are going to talk about the green building. So that entire journey is magnanimous, and we all are very proud to be part of it. So let's give a round of applause to everyone sitting over here who's been a part of this journey. The size of the construction which happened only in 2023 is $100.7 billion. Imagine the magnanimous construction happening. And this market is foreseen to grow 3% annual average growth rate. Now if you see about the property deals transactions, that are also phenomenal figure in 2023. The total value of the property deals were $172 billion. And now everybody, as Dubai, a 20-30 million apartment is a very normal thing. Unheard earlier. In 100 million you can buy a full building or a small area, and now you get one apartment. So that kind of ultra high net worth people are coming over here. The most important thing which I will touch today is that of the green building trend which is coming up is going to continue, and currently almost 900 buildings in UAE are certified green building by LEEDs. And many congratulations to all the businessmen and the professionals over here, also who are part of Dubai Chamber, registered by Dubai Chamber, that this building is a LEEDs Platinum rated green building by certified green building. So like that, almost 900 green buildings exist over here. As I wear one more hat in Dubai Chamber, I'm the chairman of the building material group, and many of my fellow members are over here. Many of our board members are also over here. Some fantastic, figures for building material suppliers. Last year, the building material contributed $4.78 billion in this system, and the trend keeps continuing, almost 3% growth. But future, my fellow members and those who are involved in the building material and construction will have to calibrate many things, because the materials are changing. The materials used in the green building are different than the current material used. So that calibration will always keep us on the track of innovating ourselves, because nothing stays constant. The cars we used to drive 10 years back are not same now. The mobile we used to drive 10 years back are not same now. So with this, I welcome each one of you, and I'm sure the eminent panelists, what has been informed, will have a wonderful discussion and a lot of take home for everyone. Thank you.
Young leaders of tomorrow, the students from various universities who have kindly consented to attend, brothers and sisters of the IBPC member fraternity, a warm welcome to all of you. Now, Neetu will not be getting any chance for any notes. I'm not going to make a speech like that. But what I'd like to say here, or what I'd like to state, let me start off with a cliche. Excellence is a journey. All of us have heard that. But I believe that excellence is a journey with milestones, and I've said that again on multiple forums. But let me evolve a little and sort of give you a different piece about excellence. We have milestones in this journey. We think, we introspect, we retrospect. And most importantly, we deviate. We need not stick to the path. That is a revelation I've had. Because sometimes the biggest mistake is that we are rigid. We stick to one path. But what's most important is, yes, we can change, we can deviate, but we should have both our origin and the aspired end in sight. So these two points should never be forgotten. And I think Dubai epitomizes this. You know, they started off probably on a certain path, but there have been milestones and they have evolved different strategies at each of these milestones, which is what makes Dubai a never-ending, dynamic deployer of every manifestable benchmark, excellence benchmark that this world has ever seen. So a big round of applause for ours, eminent, our Dubai. It is, very often I have said this, I'm proud to be Indian. I wear my identity on my sleeve, my patriotism in my heart. But you know what is a bigger blessing? To be Indian in Dubai. And that is what all of us are. So, real estate as part of Dubai's vision. I think recently all of you must have heard the magnificent D33 vision being outlined by the government. Real estate has always been a cornerstone and will continue to be. But the beauty about this is the concept of real estate in thought, execution, and as a value proposition has always been a government. So Dubai has been the harbinger of development in this area, as all of us know. So today, this particular session has been curated keeping that in mind. The presence of veterans, current leaders and future leaders is another cause for my enthusiasm today. I hope this is going to be very informative and hopefully all of us can leave this place with, if not a fire, but at least a spark. Before I conclude, I would like to invoke the higher power. God bless UAE, God bless India, God bless all of you. Thank you.
I don't think there is anything that can be said about me, right? So I'm glad that you kept the introductions short. Mr. Balachandran, Mr. Suresh Kumar, I guess some other guests will be joining us. Colleagues from IBPC, colleagues from Dubai Chambers, I'm very glad that I'm able to join you today at this discussion to basically discuss about the possibility of achieving net zero in real estate and construction sector. I would go a step further to state that real estate sector, which is one of the most dynamic and fast growing aspect of India-UAE engagements, can literally lead the way in the transition to a net zero economy, which is an aspiration for both our countries. I think we are already on the right track, and I'll shortly explain how. As friends gathered here, don't need to be explained about the current status of India-UAE bilateral economic relationship. I would just say that it literally encompasses a wide-ranging aspects of human endeavor. The Indian diaspora, as Mr. Balachandran said, the blessed set of Indians has grown from 2.2 million in 2012 to just being on the threshold of breaching 4 million Indians by 2023. By 2024, and it should have already breached 4 million Indians. In terms of trade, UAE is India's third largest trading partner, with bilateral trade crossing 84 billion for the last financial year. This year we already, for the first 6 months, we already have a bilateral trade crossing $49 billion. The best part about this trade is that the non-oil component has soared in the last couple of years, post the signature of CEPA in 2022. So much so that in the first 6 months of this financial year, oil is not the major component of our trade. Gems and jewelry is the biggest element, largest component of our trade, standing at $18 billion for the first 6 months, while oil was a notch lower at $17 billion. I think this bodes well for achieving sustainable, mutually beneficial trade relationship between our two countries. I think our relationship seems to be an example for the whole world, and more importantly, an antithesis to the widespread sentiment of trade and tariff wars. If I look at real estate sector, I can say that the growth in our two countries' economies is exemplified by the vibrancy witnessed in the real estate sector. Dubai's real estate market especially remains a global hotspot driven by strong foreign investment, rapid urban expansion and tourism. Post-pandemic especially, there has been a notable recovery with heightened demand for luxury properties, beachfront villas and prime residential units. Indian investors are attracted to UAE's high rental yields, tax-free environment and secure property ownership regulations for foreign nationals, making real estate an appealing investment portfolio for them. The legacy of Dubai Expo has further boosted long-term growth, particularly in commercial properties and sustainable infrastructure. Subsequently, guided by UAE's leadership in COP28, the real estate sector is increasingly prioritizing green building practices, energy efficient construction, and the integration of smart city technologies in its real estate developments, some of the focus of the discussion today. The UAE has been a leader in ensuring sustainability in real estate and construction sector with key initiatives such as becoming the first GCC country to commit to net zero carbon emissions by 2050 with a focus on energy efficient buildings and sustainable urban planning. The Dubai 2040 Urban Master Plan aims to transform the city and the emirate into a more sustainable place, promoting green buildings, energy efficient infrastructure and smart city technologies while reducing urban carbon emissions. Masdar City, as we all know, is a flagship project to build a carbon neutral, zero waste and a car-free city right in Abu Dhabi, demonstrating UAE's commitment to sustainable urban development. India too is not far behind. We have made significant strides towards building a greener built environment, aligning with our national and global climate goals. Key initiatives include a net zero emission target by 2070 by increasing renewable energy capacity, enhancing energy efficiency and reducing emissions in the built environment. Initiatives such as Smart City Mission, Griha rating system, adopting eco-friendly technologies under the Prime Minister's housing schemes, amongst others, are driving India's efforts in this space. Bilaterally, India and the UAE are increasingly collaborating to achieve net zero built environments, fostering synergies in sustainable urban development. I am glad to share with you all that Masdar City has partnered with India's National Solar Energy Federation and other stakeholders to develop large-scale solar power projects, reducing the carbon footprint of buildings in India. UAE's expertise in green building technologies is being shared with Indian architects, urban planners and construction companies. India's Smart Cities Mission and Dubai 2040 Plan are both integrating smart technologies to reduce energy consumption. Collaborative efforts between our countries' firms are accelerating the development of sustainable urban systems. In short, the pursuit of a net zero built environment is a critical and shared goal for us, reflecting both countries' commitment to sustainability and climate action. I am glad that the construction and real estate sector in UAE is ahead of the curve in the field of sustainability, and I thank the business leaders in this field, including several gathered here today, for spearheading the efforts. I wish more wind under your wings as we march towards becoming net zero economies. Thank you very much.
Namaskar. I think Neetu has spoken a lot about me, but it's not that the case. Because today we are assembled here as Indian Business and Professional Council. We are under the umbrella of Dubai Chambers, and that's where at the right place, at the perfect time, and in the perfect premise, we are present over here. Today, as the convener announced that the discussion are all about the construction industry, the trade, the building materials, real estate, and of course, the sustainability. Indian Business and Professional Council is an apex body under the patronage of the mission of India, licensed by Dubai Chambers, and today we are associated with all like-minded institutions, which includes building material group. The chairman, Mr. Dr. Mustafa Sasa, is here. We are associated with Taxation Society. Many of the members and the blessings from their chairman and president are with us. We are associated with Global Maharashtra Forum, GMBF. The university students are here with the eagerness to talk with the panelists, the speakers, the seasoned scholars of the industry, the stalwarts of the industry. And if I highlight about the Indian Business and Professional Council, our objectives we exist to make a bridge between the bilaterals of UAE and India. Before we proceed towards the discussion, I would like to give a brief introduction about the speakers today. So may I request Ravi to put on the screen who are the speakers with us today, what are the basic profiles, so that you please keep your questions ready when the question answer sessions are going to happen. Yeah, please proceed. Mr. Ahmad Abdullah Al Salami, he is the principal building studies specialist who is with us today. Yeah, these guests are also here. Mr. Ahmad Abdullah Al Salami oversees the development and implementation of building regulations in the Emirat. He plays a leading role in setting standards and specifications for construction while also managing projects focused on energy efficiency, the green building initiatives, and the waste management. He is passionate about finding innovative and sustainable solutions for the challenges and opportunities in the built environment, especially in the area of energy efficiency, renewable energy, fuel cells, robotics, 3DCP, modular buildings, green buildings, mechanical engineering, by his all qualifications and experience. The other gentleman here, Mr. Muhammad Hussain Al Majruki, is the Senior Director, the Project Development, EMAR Development, PJSC. He is also a very recognized senior real estate professional. Let me quote it here that we are having an audience, the MBA students as well today. They are eager to know the trend, they are eager to know the designs, how the building designs are coming up, what the trend is. Buildings are not just made in a month time. It takes the years, it takes the decades, from landscape to the designing, the architect, the permissions, and then actual results. Mr. Mohammad Hussain is a recognized senior real estate professional with a demonstrated experience of 21 years of multidisciplinary real estate industry. He is a director, responsibilities coupled with entrepreneurial and corporate governance skills. Spread across diversified real estate ventures and destinations in the developments in UK and UAE. Known for a proven record of executing complex projects through conceptualizing, delivering, complementing, and operationalizing a successful mixed-use, Mr. Mohammad Hussain has made a recognition in the country. Almost from dirham 50 million to 150 billion is the journey of real estate with this personality. Also, the moderation of the day of this program will be done by our beloved co-convener of construction, real estate and related services, Dr. Rajiv. Rajiv is also a known face in the UAE for more than 3 decades and heads a business of diverse area. He is a managing director of a spa, a leading manufacturer of pumps and pumping equipments, and heads the MENA and APAC markets. He is well known for the associations with various professionals and social bodies, including as an ambassador for IFI, International Federation of Interior Architects. We are blessed here today that we are inviting Mr. Vivek Oberoi and CA Angorakula. So both of gentlemen, please welcome. That, as we understand, you have been a practicing chartered accountant in Delhi, if I am not wrong. And in a young age, very inspiring personality. What attracted you to opt the real estate business instead of just leveraging the accounting profession? What has attracted you more on the real estate?
First of all, good evening to everyone. And Sahitya Bhai was very kind enough to give an introduction. It was not that big, but thank you so much. I feel honored. Okay, so coming back to the question which you are asking about the real estate, coming from a background of a chartered accountancy practice. So the thing was, I just want to be, I always dreamed of being an entrepreneur from a very early age. I lost my father when I was 6 years old, and somebody has taught me that the biggest thing you can achieve in your life is to be the owner of a business house. This is what I have learned during my childhood days. So when I entered into this profession, actually I did not choose this profession. I have been asked to select this profession by someone.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, when I cleared the chartered accountancy, it was being again taught to us. Actually, it's the same problem to everyone, every chartered accountant student, that they have been taught only 2 things. Either you will do a job or a practice. The third thing they don't know. So this is because most of the students come from a middle class background, just like me. Very humble background actually, because it's a course which everyone can afford actually. So I have been also taught by the same practice, and then I thought, okay, I will not be doing any job, rather I will be doing a practice. So I thought I treat my practice like a business. So I was doing practice in India. Coming back to the real estate thing, when I came to Dubai, it was never in my mind to do anything such kind of practice. In fact, I lived in a rented house for 20 years back in India. So I never thought of doing any kind of real estate practice. I have been asked by someone, why don't you try this thing? So I actually tried it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I actually tried it, and I started through brokerage practice. That was back in 2021. And that company comes into existence, Bricks and Woods. Then actually the thing which I was learning for years and years, like how to manage the system, internal control, financial practices, modeling, everything which I was learning, I applied everything into this business, and I got the results. So basically what I have learned is that a chartered accountant can be a CEO, CFO, COO, everything. So and second, so practically we can do everything. So this is what I have did, and yes, God was very kind to us. So I think I should give credit to the Almighty and my mom.
Wow. I have met your mom definitely, yes, it is so humble experience every time. And so Vivek, as Ankur Sahab explained that it was not a choice, it came a recommendation, the blessings. Yeah. And he applied whatever knowledge and the experience and the blessings from the legacy at the home, from the childhood, what the value was seeded. And certainly that legacy is maintained by you as being in the entertainment, in the art, and the stage field. You are a popular cinema star, having excellent legacy in the entertainment industry. You are also in the fintech investments as media says. I don't know, but as per the media. What attracted you to come to Dubai? I'm not asking real estate only. I'm asking what attracted Dubai for you, and not just coming, going or living here, investing over here.
So before I say anything, Sanji, I'd like to begin by saying Bharat Mata Ki Jai. We are at IBPC, and the first word of IBPC is Indian, and that is something that is in our hearts, in our blood, and we will never forget that. Today, Indians have done so well in the UAE, all thanks to all our seniors who are sitting here. हम तो 4-5 साल पुराने ही हैं, आप लोग 25-50 साल से यहाँ पे भारत का झंडा लहरा रहे हो. So kudos to all of you and salute to all the Indians who have taken the Indian brand so high overseas. Recently, my brother and I, we were at an award ceremony, and Sheikh Nayan Al Mubarak was giving us an award. And I said, thank you so much for a beautiful country you have created, for an amazing vision the UAE is. It's wonderful working here. And you know what his reply was? He says, this is your country. We would not be here without Indians, the way you have. So it's a wonderful feeling to be here at IBPC, which itself is, a very, very respected organization, and brings together the network, the family, the parivar of Desis, of Indians living here far away from home, making us feel closer to home. इसलिए मजाक में लोग बोलते हैं कि Dubai is the best city in India. I moved here accidentally, Sathi bhai, to answer your question. It was a love-hate relationship with Dubai in the beginning.
Love-hate.
Yeah, because I came here when it was flying in 2006-07 and invested here. In 2008, the love became hate. After the crash, I felt कि कहाँ फंस गया. But Dubai was evolving constantly, and every time I was here for an event, a shoot, or business opportunity, I would see the speed of evolution of this incredible nation, the speed at which the vision that is set by, the founding fathers, the rulers, their vision is all-encompassing. They think about everybody. It's the only country in the world where you have a 9:1 ratio of Emiratis to expats, and yet we are blessed to feel welcome, to express ourselves, financially, emotionally, spiritually, religiously, no matter what you follow, you're free to experience that here. So it's a great experience living here. I moved here basically during COVID, said, chal raha hai lockdown, let me bring the family here, let the kids have some freedom, thodi si khuli hawa. And that turned out to be an experience where short term became long term. And then I met this brother of mine, and we decided to take bricks and woods, make it into B&W developments,